G'day and welcome here to Cornwall Park for the second fixture of the day here. It's Auckland Blue taking on Auckland White in the Dean Bell under 18. Should be a cracker. I'm Alton and I'm joined here by Dan. Dan, first game was a cracker, was it?
Yeah, it was 25-18 to Auckland White. They got the dub and it was a close game, back and forth a lot in the first and second half, but it will be interesting to see how this game plays out.
Yeah, well, it's a good, nice sunny day. A little bit of wind around, but should be good conditions for some running rugby league, which we all like. As you see the teams running out here, you'll see Auckland White with the white strip through the torso of their kit, and Auckland Blue with the red V. So a bit of a colour clash here, which will keep us on our toes. But yeah, hopefully all you guys sitting at home can pick up who is on whose team. The boys just getting ready to go here. It looks as though it'll be Auckland White running from right to left on your screen. Auckland Blue, as we see Auckland Blue's lineup come up, and obviously we've got Latu at fullback, will be a key player for them. Often plays in the halves, but he's back at fullback today. And also in the four-pack, Leon Richard, the big goal-kicking second rower. He's always a handful and a key player for this lineup as well. As we see now the Auckland White lineup come up. Thoughts on this lineup, Dan?
Yeah, it's a good little lineup for Auckland White here, as we see a few players. I think I watched them a few weeks ago, and guys like Tuipulotu and Fugali, they're real strong runners of the ball, and they'll be key to get their forward pack moving.
Yeah, nice one. Yep, the big second rowers there. Should be a cracker of a day for them to get on the front foot. Hopefully that wind doesn't pick up too much. You might be able to hear it through the mics here, but it's definitely nice conditions underfoot, and not going to get any rain today at least, so could be a lot worse, that's for sure. As we see the officials over there getting ready for things to kick off. Can't be too far away.
10:30 kickoff, I believe it is, so a couple minutes ahead of schedule.
Ah, yes. Very good. Very good. And this is the second of 5 games we're streaming today, so strap yourselves in, folks. You've got a full day of watching Rep Rugby League here in Auckland. Should be a cracker. Boys lined up here. Are they running a haka? I see a few boys practicing a few haka moves here. Is that happening?
We did see Waikato last weekend bring out the haka in both their 16s and 18s, and I expect them to do it again today, but it was really exhilarating to watch them perform the haka last week, but don't know what the hold-up is here.
Yeah, right.
Usually it's a kicking tee gone missing, or they're trying to find a touchy.
Yeah, a few weeks ago when I was in the booth here, there was definitely a few delays waiting for kicking tees. But yeah, mate, it kind of looks like they're looking for another touch judge there. They're holding the flag around. They've given it to someone now. Maybe a last-minute recruited touch judge there. Would both teams be doing a haka here, do you think? Or what happened last game?
Neither of the Auckland teams did a haka in their games, but might see one. I think it's just who's running the line is the real question here.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Chris McMillan there, the referee. He's just looking for some assistant referees to join him. Talking to the captain of Auckland White here now. It is 10:30 on the nail, so we can't be too far away here. It's Cullen and the 9 jumper there. He'll be key out of dummy half. Was playing fullback a few weeks ago.
How did he go at fullback?
Yeah, he was good at the back, a constant threat, and then towards the second half they put him into hooker, so he must float between the two positions. Yeah, there's quite a few names going back a few weeks that have changed around positions slightly, but yep, basically the same players in there, just playing in different positions here and there. I guess they can try out different combinations through these weeks, see what works better for them. No doubt they're trying new things at training as well.
Yeah, I think again it'll be one between those spines, is which spine can really click the most. And again, I feel like, as you've said, Cullen was playing fullback and you go to 9. It's a different position, but again, it's really like stamping your authority and making sure it all just gels and flows nicely. But it'll be interesting to see how Latu goes at fullback. I've seen him play fullback last year and he's not too bad, so we'll see how it goes as we play in missing kickoff tee again.
Yep, we must be getting closer. There's number 12 on screen there. Yep, so it will be Auckland Blue going from left to right here and kicking off. Auckland White receiving, heading back right to left on your screen. And here is Leon Richard. Our team sheet has him in the number 11 jumper, but he's in the 12 jumper there, so maybe they've swapped jerseys. Always tough for the commentators. Here we go, we're underway here as Richard kicks off, and Auckland White will work it off their own line here. Big run here, what a great little line break, and just holding on there was Richard's second row partner Samuels, and here they go. That was Taylor Ilu out of half for Auckland White, just marshalling his troops, a few cuts back. Here's a second run for King, who made a great run off the kickoff, making more yards here. Ilu again, it's a bit of a loose pass, but it is picked up eventually, and it's a good run there from number 19, which we've got Manaku Pito for that. I think it was a potential number 10, but he's got number 19 on now, as King takes his third hit up of the set, a busy set for him. Taylor Ilu goes to his half. That's Falau, the captain, Diesel Falau, goes over the back, and Latu takes it down. He's got work to do in his in goal here. And he's met by some solid defence, and Auckland White might even drag him in the in goal. I think they have. Referee says yep. So solid little start there for Auckland White.
It was a good little start there. Really looking to go through that middle. A couple underplays there, cutting players under, and then again 4 on the tackle. Really going to struggle again to get out of that was Latu.
Yeah,
we'll see how they can respond though.
That's right. They've forced the goal line dropout, so they get another crack at them here, Auckland White, and even better territory than the first set, obviously. So here they come. King again. Seems like a key man on the carry for this Auckland White lineup. Get the ball in his hands has been the early game plan here. Taylor Ilu goes out, and they're going out the back play now. Good structure here from Auckland White. Oh, bit of space wide, but it's just knocked on there by Purcell. So Auckland Blue will get their first use of the footy.
He's a damaging young player as Compton. When he gets early ball, he's really hard to tackle up top and around the legs too. He's got a nice frame on him. I expect them to give him early ball again, but as we see on the replay here, look at that 1, 2, 3, 4 drive and a back ball still up, and goal line dropout force. Wonderful defence from Auckland White.
It really was, and a good first set of attack too, but here's Auckland Blue. What can they come up with their first use of the footy? They'll hit it up here on tackle 1 through their number 4, Wilson. Tackle 2 there. There's Latu doing some work from fullback. Oh, and another knock on. This time it's Auckland Blue coming up for the knock on. That was Cullen, just couldn't quite scoop it up out of dummy half. So ball back in Auckland White's hands.
We didn't see too many plays in the previous game with scrum plays, and it was quite a lot one out off the ruck and off the scrum too. So it'd be interesting to see what can these 18s would conjure up off the scrums here. And Can we get some Penny Panthers plays, or are we going to get some just regulation one-out hit-ups? That's the question.
Let's see some razzle-dazzle. Here we go. Spinning it out to the right here. Auckland White. Just setting up there. Manukau with his second carry of the day there. Coming back left now. That's Fugali. He's only about 12 out from the line. 22 out, I should say, sorry. And here they go again on tackle 3 here. Auckland White. Just going through the basics for now. Now they go out the back.
It's a good read defensively there from Tirore.
It was, wasn't it? Great D from Auckland Blue. Here's White again. Big step there. Kingaiki. They're within about 5 metres here, and they're looking to spin it, but it's loose, and Auckland Blue have snapped it up. So Auckland White, they were getting close, but just couldn't come up with the goods when they were within 5 metres.
No, not what they wanted there, Auckland White. They're really looking strong going forwards, but it's just that final pass that's just lacking that real touch of quality there. As we see 3 in the tackle on this one, it's again our big man Elijah King. He's got luscious locks, bleach blonde hair, and oh no, boys.
Done for offside, or yeah, it looks like he's got them offside. But it's a coach killer, that, giving Auckland Blue an easy penalty and reset count. So they'll nudge this up probably over halfway, you'd think. Or maybe not out, or just it gets out just over halfway from Latu. Just see on the replay here, the penalty, yeah, no one's back 10, are they? Look where the ball's played and look where they're standing. There's at least 2 or 3 boys offside there, so coach won't be happy with that. And Auckland Blue with their best chance of the game so far. Still 0-0 here. Here's Cullen coming into half, barking a few orders. Finds Clark, who takes it up.
He's done well to find his front there, Clark, getting a quick play of the ball in as they spin it left.
Here's Latu going close. Can he get that flick ball out the ball? He's just actually ended up spilling it, but looking dangerous. Azala, his opposite, comes away with it. But yeah, you're right. It's good quick play, isn't it? If you can get to your front like they did there, it gives you a good opportunity to play the ball quick and spin it wide and catch the opposition off guard.
White did well, though. They really threw a few numbers over and just numbered up well to really hold them up and force that error and see what they can do from this set. They really need to get a few more good quality runs to just get out of their own end here.
Yeah, for sure. That's Newton Raj coming off his wing and getting in for a carry. Always good to see. Give the forwards a little bit of a breather here and there. And there's King off his right boot. Gets decent contact on it. Oh, and it's a nasty bounce. Who wants it? Eventually Auckland Blue get it through the form of Isaka there on the wing. So now they'll start a set on about the 40 metres out from their own line. Just coming up to halfway now on the second tackle. Decent contest early, but a bit of an arm wrestle to see who can get on the scoreboard first.
But it is a bit of an arm wrestle, and it's what we saw in the first game. It was a little nip and tuck, and you know, I think luckily for Auckland Blue and Dean Bell, as I say that, and there's the error. Yeah,
they're appealing that there was a hand in there, but I think refs just got them. Cullen for another little knock on from dummy half here, or a sloppy play of the ball. In fact, it's got them for the play of the ball. Cullen was done well off the hands, but yeah. Man, there's some good hairdos out there, isn't there?
Yeah, we had some good hairstyles from the Waikato boys last week. A few rat's tails, a couple of mullets going, some bleach blonde hair, and it's a bit of everything for these boys nowadays.
Beautiful stuff. Here's King to feed the scrum. And they'll go up the blind side here off to the right. Cut play on the inside. Good run here. Good start to the set for Auckland White. Is that Purcell with the meters there?
Yeah, that is Compton Purcell. Good meters off that little cut on the inside.
Great stuff. Here we go, second tackle. Another decent run and an offload. So Auckland White into their work here. Kingaiki, he ends up spilling it, unfortunately, just as they were looking good. Here's Auckland Blue on the counter. And they'll play it here. 32 out from their own line. Here's a good run out of half, but he's met in some solid D from King. Elijah King continuing his busy start to the game. And now another knock on. This time it's Auckland Blue with the knock on out of dummy half.
I would not want to be the man running at Elijah King. He will eat you up for breakfast. We'll
see a replay of it here. Oh, well, this is the replay of the spill from dummy half. So there's been a lot of mistakes at that dummy half play from both teams, really. Knock-ons and false plays of the ball.
Is that the second one that's been caught on the man playing the ball's foot, it looks like? I think Auckland Blue had that on one of their previous 2 sets that just got caught at the feet.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely something they need to pick up, both teams, as it's now spun out wide by Auckland White. Here's Purcell, the man we keep mentioning, and he gets it out to his winger, Tavita. Eventually stopped out there wide, but they're in a good position here, Auckland White. Can they draw first blood here at Cornwall? Good fend there. But it eventually met well by Cullen and co from the Auckland Blues side. Here they go again. This time, his second rower, Fugali, taking it up. Looks like Elijah King again he's a decoy this time. Out the back to King. Here they go, Auckland White, a big ball over the top. There's a chance here. Can he finish it? Newton Raji does. In and out, and over he goes.
It's a nice try there from Auckland White as they threw a couple block plays in, got a man over, and that cutout ball just floating, tempting the winger, but did well there, Newton Raj, just to reel it in. As we see on the replay here, look, there's a little dummy King running there. Good hard line and floats it over. And
beautiful ball.
He's still got a bit of work to do here, though.
Yeah, he did. We in and out, fend off, and over he goes. Good finish, Newton Raj. 4-0, Auckland White kick to come.
He's got a strong mo there, does young Newton Raj. He's got the Nathan Cleary going on.
Yeah, he does, eh? Same sort of haircut too, that sort of little scuck sort of mullet shape. Not a full-blown mullet, but yeah, definitely some Cleary vibes there. The try scorer. So a tough kick here. First task for Lazala. It's the only Lazala from out wide. And that wind will be swirling too, so it's never an easy kick. You can see the trees in the back there blowing a gale, so it should be, the wind will push the ball from right to left. Let's see how much Jonathan Thurston Hookie can get on it. Looking back, has he got the distance? He does. What a kick. Kept it low. Smart kicking there. Sione Lisala slots it from the sideline. Beautiful kick.
Nice little start here from Auckland White. They've got the ascendancy. The question is, how can they respond after points? As we see a little replay of the try. Oh, he did well to just reel that in on the shoulder there. And again, you know, Auckland Blue, I think they just lacked a little bit of line speed there. Quite standoffish. And again, just Auckland White running straight into the gaps. And it was easy pickings for them in the end.
Yep. Well, it was a matter of time before one of these teams banked some points. They were in a decent arm wrestle for a good 12 minutes there, but it is Auckland White on the board first, as it looks like we might be waiting for a kicking tee. Oh no, the kicking tee's there. They're waiting for the ball this time. Now we're just going back to fetch it, and Auckland Blue will look to kick deep here and put a good set of D on, and then use their own attack to get back on the board.
Yeah, Auckland White will want to make sure that they really complete after points here, and that's if it's a coach killer if you don't, and otherwise they'll be looking to really show what they can do down that right-hand side again. I feel like they're going to favour that most of the day today through Compton Purcell.
For sure, Compton's already looked busy in the centres there. That's a decent kick by Latu. It's allowed to bounce too, which is dangerous, but eventually Auckland White are charging back. It's their winger, Tavita. The first carry. There they go again. Dummies one. Sends out the back. Good D-line there from Auckland Blue. And they push him back. Well back over the advantage line there. So good D. Auckland White needing to dig deep here to get some yards. It's a better run, but they're still inside their own 20 and it's tackle 3. So Auckland Blue will be happy with this. Oh, it's all just gone slow motion there and come to a standstill as there's a bit of a breakdown in communication.
They look like they had numbers then on the left at Auckland White, but just failed to use them. It's, yeah, again, as you said, a standstill, everyone not knowing what the play is and what's going on.
Yeah, they just got a bit lost there, but here they go. They get to their kick, and here's King, goes to that big handy right boot of his, and he gets over the back of the back three, which is always handy. This could be a 40-20. Where's that go? Oh, he's touched it and it's gone out anyway, so this will be an Auckland White feed, I believe.
What a kick that was from King. He's got the boot on him.
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
How far back? Is he in his 30? He's behind his 30. And he's absolutely monstered that one. And I think after it hit the point, it just kept going and going and going. And yeah, it would have been a 40-20 anyway.
Yeah.
What a kick that was, though.
Yeah, wow, amazing. Great kick. And here they come, Auckland White, hold on attack, looking for their second. Well, they're only a metre. Oh, he might have even gone the whole way here. He reaches out and scores. What a try. Monaco Pito gets there. What a try on tackle one.
All on the back of King, Lorenzo King's 40-20 there. And Puto with a nice little reach out. Look, it's just a tap and go. Hits the line nice and hard, and look, finds his front again, and that's going to be the crucial thing for both teams. If you find your front, get the quick play that will go in, and look, it's just a one-out hit-up, and he's got 1, 2, 3 in there, 4 in there even, and great presence of mind to keep that arm carrying the ball off the ground.
Great
reaches out.
What a try. It looked like they had him wrapped up, but he's just had that second wind and burst his left arm out and got it over the line for their second try. 10-0, Auckland White. And they've slotted the handy conversion too from easy range, so it's 12-0 now as we see the replay again of the 40-20. Away they go. Here's the first hit up, and then in the hands of Puto. Wrapped up, looks like he's comfortably wrapped up by Blue, but here he goes, gets the arm out and gets it between the horns. What a try.
It was a good try from Puto, and he looked strong the other week when Auckland White were playing Auckland Red. He was really getting amongst it with the carries, and I expect him to do more of the grunt work today in that front row with Elijah King, who's already shown he's keen for a quick run. He's had 3 hit-ups in one set, and he's had a couple more since then.
Yeah, and a few big hits in D as well. As away we go again, Auckland Blue. They kick to the similar spot. Oh, this bounces in. This could find the line, does it? Nah, it'll stay in, but there's a lot of work to do here for Auckland White. Oh, offload too. That's risky, but has it paid off? It has. They get a decent 8 metres out of it, I guess, but wowee. Battle stations here for Auckland White as they cut it back on the inside.
Offloading inside your red zone is always a very risky play, but, you know, if you want to get the just rewards, you've got to take those risks. And Auckland White, they really needed that after letting the kickoff bounce. And, you know, it's a simple one that they really need to get on, these boys. Just catching the kickoff, it's always important to do that. And then you can get the easier meters and not struggle chasing out of your own goal line.
Exactly. They made it hard for themselves there, but they do have the ball, and they're about 30, 39, 40 metres now off their own line. Offload, that's a good offload. And they're coming up to halfway now. Auckland White, so a good last couple of tackles has got them in a pretty decent field position. And Diesel Falau, the skipper, puts it on the right boot. They're in position this time though, the back three for Auckland Blue as they charge back here. Decent run, but decent D too, just good all-round rugby league. I think that might have been Isaka there with the kick return.
He's met by strong contact too from Auckland White, and they're up for it defensively are White, and careful with the lifting there, boys. You don't want to turn them through 90 degrees.
Yeah, that was touch and go, wasn't it? But play on's the call, and here they come, Auckland Blue. So he's tackled on his back there, which is the opposite of what you were giving them raps for before. So there it is, finds his front on this occasion. Auckland Blue culling out a half. Nice little pop ball there to Leilua. Cullen again, this time goes left to Latu. Latu kicking through the line there. Grubber. Oh, and Auckland White have played some soccer at the back here, and it's messy. Surely they've knocked that on. They have. So a little bit risky going with the boot there. You would have thought the coach would have wanted him to dive on that, but hey, couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, it's those 1%ers that are just hurting Auckland White a little bit, catching the kickoff, diving on a loose ball, and the coach won't be too happy with that one. But as we see, it's good chase though from the front row to put that pressure on to force the error, and we'll touch and go on who knocked that on at the minute there, but ref's call, you can't argue with that.
Yeah, and it's a golden opportunity here for Auckland Blue to strike back. Starting the tackle count, 10 out from the Auckland White line, and they'll go for a run off the back of the scrum here, and he could go the whole way. Oh, he's close there. There's number 13, Sukavia. And that's a nice little cut play back on the inside here. Auckland Blue just running some channels, asking a few questions. Now they go out to the back line here. And there's Leon Richard going close. Can he get it down? I think the referee's point to the spot. He's got there. We've got on our team sheets Samuels in 12 and Richard in 11, but I know for a fact that last one I was commentating, Richard with the nice big ponytail at the back is that man there. So good try there for Auckland Blue hitting back.
Yeah, it was a good try from Auckland Blue. They did well to compress the defence in around the ruck and just space out wide. A little step off the left foot there from Richard, and he does get it down eventually.
There
yeah, just there.
Good strength.
It's a good response, though, from Auckland Blue, isn't it, Elton?
Certainly is, Dan. They needed it. Yep, 12-4, kick to come. They knocked us over. They're back within a converted try, which is what they'll want. As the boys are getting in a few waters here. Well deserved. And a pretty physical and intense first half. Here is Richard to try and convert his own try. Yep, flags went straight up there, slots it. 12 plays 6 here at Cornwall. About 15 out from half time as we see a replay of that try again. Just really nice work here from the second rower, straightening up and slamming it down eventually. Good strength.
Yeah, it's a good response there from Auckland Blue. They really needed to be the next ones to score, or else that lead would have increased for Auckland White, but they've done well. They forced the error in their Auckland White's half, and they'll look to make sure they complete after points here, and that's going to be the important one for the coach, just saying, boys, we've scored now, we've got to make sure we complete, no errors here.
Lorenzo King gets us back underway. Taken down there by Anaru Thompson, who finds one of his forwards there, Solomona, I believe. And here they come again. Here's the try scorer taking a carry. Oh, he's again, that was almost dodgy little tip tackle too, but not claimed that it wasn't by the ref. So here they come again. Again, they're tipping the legs up, but they're not going past the 90 quite, so play on's the call.
It's a good little push around the ruck there. Running in pairs will be crucial for both sides to really get a roll on through the middle. As we see again, scoot from dummy half from the 9. That's Cullen. He's looking dangerous scooting from dummy half.
Yeah, he's a dangerous player, Cullen. Let's look for him to do more of that as the forwards tire on the opposition. Referee's just blown it up here and asked him to replay the play of the ball. And there is Thompson putting it on the boot. But the back three from Auckland White are up to the challenge. And they'll start a new set here, 10 out from their own line.
It's a good set after points there from Auckland Blue. The kick wasn't the best, but it's good enough for them to challenge defensively here, as we already see them getting 2-3 in the tackles. Really trying to force the error from Auckland White so they can get some ball back and try and lock the scores up. Yeah,
they look like they've just gone up a gear, Auckland Blue, haven't they? They're getting up in their D-line, but maybe they're a little bit too eager there as they've been penalised. Auckland White get a penalty here.
Yeah, that's not what Auckland Blue wanted there. They were doing well defensively and just a silly little one holding down too long, and it's a freebie for Auckland White just to get some more metres away from their own try line. But I think Auckland Blue are really going to aim up here as we see the Northland boys in the background there. They made the trip down. It's awesome to have Northland, Coastlines, Waikato involved in a competition like this.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. They're on this afternoon, Northland, I believe. It'll be good to see. As I think that is that Purcell again. He's got the headgear off, but he's into his work still, that's for sure. As they've taken it up here. Busy game so far for Manukau. Pito coming away to the left here. Auckland White. It's a good set so far. Can they carry it on and finish it off? Get to their kick.
It's interesting with Auckland Blues defence on this right-hand side. They're really trying to compress around the ruck, and they might get caught short for numbers here if White can just find the hands, but they do well defensively there on that left-hand side. I think that was Kayla Samuels, that one there.
Diesel Folau goes to the heavens here. Or taken by Latu. He's got a one man to beat, beats him, gets out of his own goal. It does well, Latu. Good fullback play. So working it off, 10 out from their line now, Auckland Blue. Good D there from Auckland White. Getting up in the face of Isaka. Here's number 4, Wilson, getting in there and making a hit up. Cullen out of half. Fires it off. And they are offside here, Auckland White. So penalty Auckland Blue.
I think he might have called that one for a shoulder charge, it looks like it. The gesture from the referee.
True, he has too. Apologies.
Saw a few shoulder charges in the previous game between both these sides for the 16s grade. And just, again, it's just ill-discipline from some of the boys. Just hurts the team ever so slightly.
Yeah, for sure. Here's a replay of the shoulder charge. In fact, just a replay of the referee gesturing the shoulder charge. But here we go. Oh, decent solid D from White. But Blue are starting the set in Auckland White's half, so a good opportunity for them here. Oh, big running out of the line and borderline shoulder charge again there from number 15, Nauru. Here's Cullen, shaping nicely. Oh, good running there. Number 14, Solomona. Coming back for tackle 3 here, just creeping up over the mark. Here's Cullen. Fires it off. This is number 15, Tutu Davis. Cullen finds his prop forward who's going close there. Leilua. Again, they're out the back here. Oh, a big chance for Richard to get a second. Oh, he's lost it over the line. Referee in a good position to call that, so they'll come back out here for the restart.
It's good defence from Auckland White. It looked like they were shot for numbers, but they've done well to slide a few bodies over, and I think it's just that contact just in the area where he loses the ball. It's from a smaller man, and Diesel Folau just forcing the error on the bigger guy.
So a handy pressure release here for Auckland White.
Looks like Compton's ditched the headgear. He said, no, thank you. I need all the luscious locks flying on for what there is of them.
Yeah, too hot out there for the headgear. Here they come, left side this time, Auckland White. Oi, tipping up in the tackle there. Rore. Oh, King gets hit in a borderline early tackle, but it was fine, says the ref. So timed it perfectly, did Auckland Blue. And here's King making a tackle of his own. And Auckland Blue starting this set in a good location, Dan.
Yeah, they are. And again, we see a little stoppage here. I think poor Leilua's copped one in the face there, but they did well to force that error, Auckland Blue. As we see, the ball's almost not on there. And really took it deep into the line. So we see he might have copped a little buff around the face here.
Let's have a look. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
He's got a bit of shoulder to the chin. That one's going to sting in the morning.
Yeah. It's Taylor Elu coming in with the hit there, and it's like the man's all right, so we're playing on here. Good run on tackle 1 here. Is that Tutu Davis in the 15 jumper?
I believe so, and they've had the two 14s come on, and Solomona, and Hetutu Davis, and they've really provided a bit more spark off the bench in the last 10 minutes or so for Auckland Blue.
Certainly have. Ooh, just gets into the hands of the winger for Auckland Blue here, Mason Archong. Couldn't quite get away from that last line of defence. Now they're spinning it back left. Cullen. Way through to the forwards, and there's a big hole there, and he goes, does he? He's reached out, but has referee said double movement?
I think he has. The temptation was too much for Solomona there. He hit a nice hole, and he's just coattailed. Yeah, the jersey there and the arm carrying the ball just nips the ground there, and then, yeah, temptation's too much for that.
Yeah. Good run though from Solomona, just couldn't quite resist the double movement play in the end. As the Northland team are watching on again. Tavita rather, with the first head up there for Auckland White. And now they've lifted up number 16, TJ Mafaleo. Out the back play here early in the set, going wide. Referee's got them for a bit of obstruction there, running behind the man, the decoy man, so Auckland Blue get the penalty now.
I think that play is on though. They're really compressing on that right-hand side of Auckland Blue as we see how many bodies are around that ruck, and it's really narrow defence. But yeah, again, I think the Shepherds just, yeah, he's caught it on the inside shoulder, gained an advantage. Not too much of an advantage though there.
No, maybe a little bit hard done by there, Auckland White, but hey, the referee's in a better spot than us, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. As Cullen gets into dummy half again, nice little short ball. Hetutu Davis, he's been busy off the bench, looking good.
He has been busy, and Cullen, again, he's scheming, looking, and it's...
Just couldn't quite go to hand there. If it did, they were probably going to go for a try.
Bit of an unforced error, though, there from Auckland Blue. They could have just held on to that last pass, but again, it's all temptation for these boys, and you see a bit of space, and you really want to try and throw that ball.
Yeah, it was good interchange there. Thompson and Latu up in the line, and then they popped it out. Solomona, but couldn't quite hold on to that last pass. And like you say, maybe that early in the tackle count, they could have just went to ground there when they realised it wasn't on. A few boys are taking in some big breaths here, looking forward to half-time by the looks. Only 4 to go. Auckland White, they're up by 6 for now. But it's all been up in their half for the last sort of 10, 15 minutes. They've had not much territory, so Auckland White will be looking to get back up the other end of the field. As here's King. Busy first half. Again, standstill. Ilu. Oh, he gets rid of one. Good strength from the hooker. Still going. Taylor Ilu. He'll play it here. And King will take another hit. There's no one with him. I'd like to see some people running off him. Would be nice.
Yeah, he seems to get that hand free almost every run. Just, yeah, support play, running in pairs is the basics, as we see a little shift down the right side. And it's good hands, and it's just forced the error at the last minute. It's good defence from Auckland Blue, though.
It was, yeah. Tavita just losing grasp of the ball there, but they were looking dangerous out there. It's probably the best attacking we've seen from Auckland White for a few sets. Wilson takes it up for Auckland Blue. Decent strength in the tackle. Cullen fires it out. One runner off the ruck. They get him onto his back, which buys Auckland White a little bit of time. Referee's got a penalty here. High tackle. Quick tap and go by Cullen, but it was taken off the mark, so they'll have to come back. And Latu points to the sideline where he'll nudge it.
As you've said, though, they really had all the possession and territory in this last 10-15 of Auckland Blue. They really need some points on the board just so they can cut into this lead a bit more. And we see, I think that one's just slipped up off the ball. Fair call, though, from the referee. It's always hard to judge the high tackles there.
Yeah, just a little bit lazy from King there. Arms slipping up. So here's Auckland Blue. Thompson, the halfback, goes to Richard. Really good opportunity, and like you say, they'd really love to cut this lead down before half-time, and it's a huge run there from number 8, Leilua. And here's a show and go. This time it's Micah Church going close here. Auckland Blue, can they level the scores up before half-time? They've got a minute and a half to do so. Cullen fires it out the back. Here they go. Thompson, short ball. I think this is Wilson charging back to centre.
It's a good tackle there from King to stop him one-on-one, and a reach from Cullen. And it is a try there. Nice work. He's been scheming in the last few plays out of dummy half, and he gets his just rewards there.
Yeah, good work there from Cullen. He's looked dangerous out of half, as we've said. We'll see the replay here. Wilson, good run from him. Finds his front. Cullen sees there's a gap there. Steps, gets over. A classic hooker's try there.
It's just what Auckland Blue wanted, though. They've had all the ball, all the territory. They've just ate into that deficit a little bit. You know, it's a 2-point game. You still got to make the kick, though, but don't want to write this one off just yet. It should be a pretty simple one this close to the post.
Yeah, Richard, he knocked one over here for their first try at the same spot, so he'll be backing himself here, I'd say, to level things up at Oranges.
Yeah, it's been a little nip and tuck between these two sides. No one's really grasped a hold on the game and really run away with it. It's been kind of back and forth. You know, Auckland White, they really started strong, and then Blue have just found themselves back into this back end of the second half, which is going to be crucial. Will they have the momentum going into the second?
Yeah, time will tell, as the Hoot is probably going to blow here any second. Important kick here, psychologically, to go in. For both kickers, 2 tries apiece, 12 all, and that's half-time here at Cornwall. We'll go to a quick break, and we'll be back to bring you coverage of the second half very shortly.
The Stream Shop are experts in live video content creation, connecting communities by sharing the magic moments as they happen. All sorts of sports delivered on any platform, to anyone, anywhere in the world. We deliver cost-effective, high-quality production that really changes the game. It's the next best thing to being there live. Shoot it, stream it, share it with the Stream Shop. Proud supporters of the ARL.
The Fijian Cup, supporting grassroots Fiji. With international teams flying in to go up against the best club teams in Fiji. Over 50,000 in prizes for each sport. The Fijian Cup is placing a spotlight on untapped talent. A tournament like no other.
Welcome back here to Cornwall Park. 12 all in this fixture. Auckland Blue versus Auckland White. Anyone's game here and all to play for in the second half. It was a decent arm wrestle in the first half. And what are your predictions for the second half here, Dan?
I feel like it's still going to be a bit of an arm wrestle. We haven't really seen one team grab a hold of it. They've sort of gone set for set almost with each other. A few errors either side, but it's just, yeah, I think Auckland Blue, they did have the running in the back end of that first half though.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot of territory and position towards the end. So Auckland White will be looking to get more ball and more territory here early in the second half. Both coaches will have the same sort of things to say, I'd be guessing. There's been probably too many errors in the dummy half area for them, like a couple of knock-ons out of half. And also, I guess, towards the end, there was a couple of lazy sort of tackles too. A couple of penalties for high tackles and shoulder charges.
Yeah, I do feel like Cullen's really going to stamp his authority in this half. He looked good scheming, making those quick darts, and he had the likes of Leilua and Clark pushing up around the ball, and that's what you want from a 9 in your front row. It's just that forward pack making the easy meters up the front, and really your backs just play off the back of it.
Yeah, for sure, and he'll just thrive even more as this game goes on and more bodies get tired. He'll just spot more holes out of half there. Jeremiah Cullen.
It'll be interesting to see if King starts this half for Auckland White, because he did play the full 35, so they may be he might be off for a bit, but it'd be interesting to see though, because he was really good as a workhorse.
Yeah.
So 3 carries in the one set for him.
Yeah, for a big front row, that's a big shift. Let's see if he gets a spell at some stage. No, he's coming out. Can see him walking out there. Good on him. There's Wilson, ready to go. Auckland Blue, sorry, centre. Just about ready to go here. Auckland White are now running left to right on your screen, and they'll be kicking off to Auckland Blue. And here we go. We're back underway, the second half here. Awkward bounce there. Thompson eventually finds his man for a head up. Taken down there. And a pretty handy spot to start the set. Here's Richard, takes it up. King up there, makes the tackle. 3-man tackle in the end.
Good little shot there from King, but one marker though, and it's great work there from, who was that? Mackay Church it was. Good awareness from dummy half to spot one marker and just scoot straight up the middle. And again, I think Auckland Blue, look at that, they've rolled up this set with easy meters.
Yeah, really good work back there by Church out of half. And they're in a great position, still going here. Auckland Blue, will they be stopped? Leilua, he's not far away. Thompson now, the half, spins it out. Richard looking to go to the line. He gets it over and he bags his second try of the day. This time, he certainly does. Just a double blow here, though. They're just going to check players. I think that's Purcell. Maybe got a head knock there, so they're just going to look after him here. But the try was awarded, so 16-12 is the replay here.
It's a good set from Auckland Blue. They really rolled down, made easy meters, and just, again, it's just numbers. It could have gone through the hands, and oh yeah, I think he might have got his leg trapped under a couple of bodies there, Compton Purcell.
I hope he's all right. He's a key player for the Auckland White team, so let's hope he's okay. Looks like waving for a stretcher, or he's no good as the signal. You don't like to see it. Another replay here. Church finds his half partner. Thompson goes out to the second row. Richard, who crashes over as we look to see the injury. You can see him in agony there. So he's done something, whether he's tweaked the knee or hard to say from those angles.
But it's good strength, though, from Richard. He did eat a shot from Purcell over the top, and still to get that down, it's tough work, and he's really deserved his second try of the day.
He's up on one leg, Purcell. Let's see if he can carry on or not. He really wants to. You can see he's fighting to stay out there. Bit of a limp, but looks like he's coming off. He is. I hope he's all right, and hopefully it's not a serious injury. Limping away. So 16-12 here. This kick to push it, the lead out to 6 points for Auckland Blue. First time they've been in the lead all day.
Just how they would have wanted to start that second half, though. You know, they just rolled up easy meters. It was 2-3 tackles, and he does knock it over. It's a 6-point buffer here for Auckland Blue. Let's see if they can carry this roll on. That set just ate it up, and again, see another replay of the try. They had numbers to burn. A lot of work to do still, though. 3 in there. Eats one around the top of the shoulder of Purcell, and it's great work there from Richard.
Yeah, all the momentum with Auckland Blue now. They've scored the last 3 tries, so Auckland White need to dig deep and find something here.
This is an important little period for Auckland White because they don't want to let the game just get out of hand and have Auckland Blue roll up down the field like they did in that previous set. They want to stand up defensively to slow down that ruck speed because they're winning the front every time. Again, as I say that, and it's a quick play the ball again with one marker.
Great play of the ball, wasn't it? As the try scorer, Richard, gets back up towards the 40-metre line now. Auckland Blue, easy meters, up to halfway now. They're just flying up the field. Here's Church out of half again. He looks good out of half, doesn't he? And he offloads to Latu. He's wrapped up now. Church looks like he's going to be playing in that dummy half position a bit. Thompson. Oh, good hold and pass there from Thompson. Finds, is that Isaka out wide, cutting on the inside. He'll go all the way here. Auckland Blue in again. Sean Isaka bags another 4 points.
Too good of a set there from Auckland Blue, really rolling up the middle. They're punching their weight through the ruck there, and Auckland White just couldn't handle them. But when it came out to Isaka, he's done well to just weave off that left foot, as we see again on the replay here. Look, again, one marker struggling to get to his feet. Good read there from the halfback. Again, double pump, finds him. Still a bit of work to do, and just caught the fullback sliding flat-footed, and it's great work, good footwork, and like the little dive in the end of it too there.
Yeah, beautiful dive as well to finish. Great stuff there, Sean Isaka. But yeah, it was great play from the halfback, Anaru Thompson, wasn't it? He dummied, went through the half hole, and then threaded the needle and fired a ball out to his winger. A good cutout ball. Handy conversion spot too here, so you'd back them to knock this over and push the lead even further.
Yeah, but after being 12-0 down, they could be 12 points up to the good here, Auckland Blue, and it's all a running for them in this opening 6-minute period. As Richard knocks it over again. He's 4 from 4 of the boot today.
Yeah, we haven't seen a kick missed yet from both sides, so good display of goal kicking. As we get another replay of the try here. Church, he's looked good in that dummy half position. Thompson dummies through, great ball out to his winger, and then, as you said, he still had a lot of work to do, Isaka, and just makes them look a bit dumb there. Just runs inside them, easy.
Yeah, this will be an important defensive set for Auckland White. They'll want to respond strong and defensively up that middle because it's just been too easy for the likes of Church, who's now moved into that hooking role, and his forward pack just bouncing off him, quick play the ball after quick play the ball. They want to put the Auckland Blue team on their backs, so Auckland White. So we'll see if someone catches the kickoff. Oh, we do have someone catch it.
Good to see. Yeah, that's right. Auckland White, they really do need to have a big defensive set here. And Elijah King will get up and make a tackle with his mates there. Kingaiki in there as well. And, oh, good work. He makes another tackle, 2 and 2, Peter Kingaiki. But they're penalised. Did you catch the referee's reasoning there? Dan, I didn't actually see.
I think it was holding down too long round the legs.
Yeah, right.
He won the right to play the ball quickly to Sikuvea, and again, just it's all straight through the middle of the ruck, and they're pushing up really hard, and it's Auckland White are really struggling to deal with it at the minute.
Yeah, it's all Auckland Blue now. They're hot on attack. All the momentum's with them. As we see them take it up, they're inside the Auckland White. Oh, good hands there. Inside the Auckland White half here. 40 up from their line.
Yeah, Auckland White will really want to hold out defensively here. They don't want to concede any more points. It's been 4 tries unanswered for Auckland Blue as they're scheming. And again, it's another cutout ball.
It was, as Wilson found his winger there, Isaka, who was looking dangerous again out wide. His Church, Thompson, Richard, all coming into their own. Especially Church and Thompson have really come to their own in the second half here, the 6 and 7, as they come out right side now. They've got numbers here. Auckland Blue, they'll go in here. Mason Archong finishes it off from the corner, and they're running away with it here now, Auckland Blue.
Yeah, what a try that was from Auckland Blue down their right-hand side this time. They first opened them up going left to right. As we see on the replay here, that first little ball, great cutout ball, baits in the winger, and then still a little bit of work again, Isaka, but he's done well to just slow it down and just relieve his team of a bit of pressure, and then they see drawing 2 in, and it's just numbers for bits down that right-hand side. It's a good little finish again from the winger. That was Chong.
Another good hairdo out there, isn't it? Good afro.
You don't see too many afros nowadays on players. He's got a nice one, as does Elijah King on Auckland White side.
For sure. Great stuff. So this will be a harder conversion here for Richard out on that far touchline, but what a healthy lead it is now. 28 plays 12. About 10 minutes into the second half. So there's still plenty of time in this one, but Auckland White are really going to have to lift to get themselves back in this contest.
Yeah, they just need to, again, like I've said previously, just really want to slow down that ruck speed, and silly penalties that they're giving away, holding down too long is not going to help them as he takes the conversion. But
what a nudge.
Oh, he's nailed it. He's 5 of 5, and that's been the most difficult of the day.
Wow, impressive goal kicking. Richard slots it from the unfavourable sideline. As we see the replay of the try, here's Mason Archong getting it on the outside and going in the corner. Good finish from the winger. And a replay of this beautiful conversion. Look at it sail. Had plenty of legs on it, didn't it?
Could have probably cleared that from about 40 metres.
Huge. So they find themselves back. Kicking off again now, Auckland White. It's getting all too familiar for them as Lorenzo King kicks off. He goes to the other side this time. Oh, overrun was the runner coming through. So it'll be Hetetu Davis running it up himself instead.
He's been good off the bench, Hetetu Davis, along with Solomona. They've really provided that 1-2 punch coming on for their front-rowing partners who started the game.
I really like the look of Church playing in that hooker role too. But they've just come up with an area there, Auckland Blue. Sikuvea with a knock-on. So Auckland White, they really need to capitalise on this. They've got a chance to start a set well inside Auckland Blue territory. They need points.
Yeah, it's a lucky break there for Auckland White. Bit of an unforced error, though, there from Auckland Blue. They really look like they were keen to roll on and just keep that momentum going. So we'll see what they're made of defensively, because it's probably the first time they've had to defend in the second half.
Yeah, and even towards the end of the first half, they didn't have many sets starting this close to the danger zone. So here they go, Auckland White. Can they find something here? They're going to need the likes of Lorenzo King to stand up here and marshal the troops. Taylor Ilu as well at hooker. What can he come up with? He goes blindside. Here's King, Elijah King that is. Hits it up inside the 20. Ilu, he has options lined up outside him. He hits Fugali. Good run. This is better from Auckland White.
Still a little one out, though, from Auckland White. And again, it's another unforced error from this Auckland White side, and great attacking field position, just couldn't hold on, and Auckland Blue breathe a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, another handling error, and this time that was number 6, the captain, Diesel Falau. He'll want that over again, but what have we got? 22 minutes, more than 22 minutes on the clock, so Auckland White, they just need to get back in this fight. They've got time, but they're just way out of momentum as Auckland Blue has it all, and here they go again. A decent run from Wilson. He's been good too, especially towards the end of the first half and second half. Oh, this could be the break Auckland White needed. Ref Scott Wilson for a faulty play of the ball there.
Yeah, he's just trying to play that one too quickly, was Wilson. He got up. It was a good, strong run. He found his front. Would have had one marker there and just didn't play it correctly. A little bobble when he put it down and then didn't roll all the way back with his foot. But again, Auckland White, that's their second chance in as a matter of many sets to provide some points on the board here, and they really need to eat into the scoreline a bit.
Sure do, as they spin it out. Getting some width on off the scrum, I like that. Great option, but they've just lost their footing there. Tui Pelotu plays it. Here's Osala getting some good metres out of dummy half, the fullback. Tui Pelotu in half now. And he'll go to the ever-busy Pier 2. Had a really busy first half, but they haven't had much position in the second half. Elu on the inside now. Here come Auckland White going close. Kingaiki. Now they come back the other way, firing it wide. Good hands by the winger. Can he finish it off? I think he might have. It'll be subjects of confirmation. He said short, the ref. So, Tavita just couldn't quite make it there.
It was a nice little play down this right-hand side for Auckland White. They found the numbers and just tries to reach out at the last minute. Oh, a little hand in there just saved it from going on the line. It's good defence from Auckland Blue, really turning up for each other. They might be up by 18 points, but, you know, defence wins you games, and you can get the momentum off the back of that.
For sure. Good call from the ref there too, Chris McMillan. Clearly saying he's short, and correct he was. Thompson feeds the scrum now for Blue. And they'll work it off their own 10-metre line. Latu finds his front. Cullen again looking dangerous out of half. Kingaiki doing well on D there, and here comes Cullen. Finds his number 10. And they're into the right half of the field as far as they're concerned now. Auckland Blue through Thompson. Goes out to his winger Osaka.
He's got fleet foot, does he, Saka? He's done well to break through a few tackles as we see the kick on the last. It's shallow and taken by White, and
in fact Blue did get their hands on it. It's tough to tell off the jersey clash of colours, but they've wrapped it up and got the ball eventually. White. Quick tap. Heads up play there. Sione Lisala. And they'll get a penalty too. Another quick tap. Oh, not on the mark though. So they've got the right idea. They're trying to up the momentum, up the pace of the game, Auckland White. This time they'll nudge it up the sideline. Sione Lisala. So they really just need a full set here, get to their kick, and either attack on that kick on the last or force a repeat set, you'd think here, Dan.
Yeah, they do, and they haven't had too much of the ball, but when they've had it, they've knocked it on, unforced errors, and got a little bit of momentum in the last couple of minutes here of Auckland White, and they need points on the board, and I think they're a little too sideways in their attack. They just need to straighten ever so slightly and just engage some defenders. But that's good hands, though, down the right side. Oh, strong defence, though. One-on-one, that was Latu with that clutch tackle there.
Great fullback tackle there on Tavita to prevent the try. Tackle 3's the call here. Kingaiki plays it, only a metre out. Here's King, Elijah King going close. He gets a good quick play of the ball. And out they go to the backs. Spinning it wide. They're in space here. Great offload there. Are they going to go in? They look like they will for money. Auckland White, they get it done. Subject of confirmation. They're celebrating. Referee points to the spot. Try time.
And that's just what they needed, Auckland White. They've eaten into that deficit a little bit more, and it was a good set from them. They went side to side. A couple of quick play the balls in there. So we see the crash play for King, and it's a good tackle around the legs just to stop him in his tracks, but gets up, plays it fast, and they spin it to the space, and this is a good little ball. You have 2 on the overs, and the offload, and you think, dive for the corner, but brings it in, makes the kick easier for his goal kicker.
Yeah, Jarius Mahu Dalamiri finds his winger, Cash Newton-Raj, who goes in for his second try of the day. As we see a full replay of it again. Elu goes to King. King, Lisala, and here is the centre with a great offload. And Newton-Raj crashes over for his second try of the day.
Yeah, it's not the first time they've been caught narrow on that right-hand side. Have Auckland White as...
Oh, he just sneaks it over. Great kick.
It is a good kick, and it's a 12-point game now, and Auckland White, they've just got in the grip hold of this game as we see a replay of the kick here, and it's...
Just makes it, eh? Look at this. Oh, that must have just creeped over the crossbar. Great kick. We're still yet to see a kick miss. What a day of goal kicking it has been here in game 2.
We'll see what the set after points is like for Auckland White. And as I say that, it's gone dead and it's a goal line dropout.
Clutch play from Auckland Blue there. Just as Auckland White were getting themselves back in the game, they're going to have to drop out from their own line here.
Yes, they will. And it'll be important defensively for Auckland White just to hold out here. Auckland Blue, they've got a lot of sparks on attack, and I think with the likes of Cullen back on the field, it's going to be a real handful for them around that ruck area.
Thompson gets taken back by Kingaiki and Pito. But here's Cullen out of half. Looking dangerous again, Auckland Blue. That was Popata Hinari. Cullen through their hands here. It ends up with Clark. Just taken down short.
That's nice little tip plays there from Auckland Blue as we see them swing it wide. And it's good hands though.
And they go. I think it's number 17, Antonio Okuso, but have they confirmed the try yet? Referee talking with his assistant. A big conversation here, and they've said no try. So must have just been in touch, but had to be close. Let's see the replay here. It is number 17. He's in the play, and yep, that might be a good call. His right leg may have just hit the touchline before he got the ball over the line. So good refereeing, I think.
It's good little hands down that right side for Auckland White, though. The pop pass right at the line as we see. Where's the...
It's hard to see if it's his leg is down, but is it over the touchline? It's impossible for us to tell from that angle.
Touch and go of the call there, but the right call nonetheless.
Auckland White now. They've got 14 minutes to score 12 points to lock it up. It's doable. 2 tries, 3 to take the lead.
It's a better set from Auckland White. They're really trying to push up around that ruck and go through the middle there.
Oh, good run.
And he's been strong all day, his King. He's really looked for work. He hasn't gone off yet. He's got a motor.
Yeah, that's a great shift from the front rower. Kingaiki, good run from him too. Ilu goes out the back this time. Lorenzo King firing it wide. Lisala carrying it on through their hands. Here we go. Newton-Raj puts it on the right boot. It's a decent kick, and Latu has work to do. He's taken down just outside his own end goal and the touchline.
It's not a bad set there from Auckland White, and
seems like a silly play that from Auckland Blue. They've run it out over the touchline, but did they have the advantage or what's going on there? Watch this. Why is he going down a blind of about 50 mil?
I will never know. That's a strange play there. As Auckland White, they've got the ball back at 10 metres out, and there's question marks around what the idea was of going down the blind side when you're that close to the touchline from Auckland Blue.
There hardly even was a blind side, but yeah, he's had a crack and it hasn't worked. So here goes Auckland White. Elijah King charging to the line. The big man deserves a try. Can he get it down? Not quite. Ilu gets a tip to it and he's offside. That could be cynical play too. Latu really pushing his luck here. Referee's going to blow it up too. It's almost sin-binable, that play, I would have thought.
Yeah, he was miles offside and trying to intercept it as, again, he's close as King.
He deserves a try, doesn't he?
He does. He's been good all game. Strong carries as we see a crash play again.
Fugali also went close there. Auckland White, blindside. Here they go through their hands, and they will go over through their centre. Mahu Dalamiri goes in. Wow, we might have a ball game on here now. 30 plays 22.
We do, and we do see a Auckland White player down injured, though, unfortunately. It looks like it might be the try scorer. But that was a nice little set there from Auckland Blue. They got the penalty, went wide, and just numbers to burn, 3 on 2, and he's still got a bit of work to do. He's coming back at the angle with 3 on him, and he does get it down.
Yeah, good finish there. Crucial conversion coming up here too. It's a tough one out wide, but if he can knock it over, it means they're in striking distance. They're within 1 try of levelling the scores. Still 11 minutes on the clock, and looks like the man's still down there for Auckland White. He's in all sorts of pain. He's holding his knee, so hoping it's not serious. I hope it's not an ACL or something of the like. Another replay of the try here. Laisala, nice ball from him. Finds Jarius in the 4 jumper, and he goes over. And then yeah, you'll see, is that number 10 for Auckland Blue, Clark, who stayed down, is it? And he's just getting carried off now. Couple of injuries, you never like to see it.
No, you don't, but it's a good little hit back here from Auckland White. 8 points the difference now, and Auckland Blue really haven't had too much of a touch of the ball down Auckland White's end, and even in their own end where they get it, they do cough it up pretty easily. And silly plays like that one where running down a blind side with not much room to work, you free hand over on the 10, and it'll be interesting last 10 minutes here.
Certainly will. Let's see if the kick makes it. Oh, he just misses that one. So that's the first kick at goal missed for the day, and it'll remain 30-22. Auckland Blue over Auckland White as we see the try one more time. Lisala to Jarius goes in. So Auckland White, they've wrestled back a little bit of momentum here, but they're going to have to score twice in the last 9 minutes to win it. Can they do it?
Yeah, they do have all the momentum, so I do expect them to get at least 1 more try. It'd be interesting to see if they can claim 2 in quick succession with a conversion either side of them.
They want to secure this kickoff this time. They've gone short, and he's got them for offside. Auckland Blue. Now that's a coach killer.
They are capitulating right before our eyes here, and it's I don't know what the idea was, to go short or...
Vehicle, he's offside there.
It's an interesting call, though, to go short with a lot of time left to play, as there's an unforced error.
Double blow from the ref here. What's he going to come up with? He's calling in the captains. He wants a word with someone. Latu for Auckland Blue in there. for Lau for Auckland White. I think a big chat to the boys. I'm not sure what this would be about. Was that a two-man in the tackle strip, or what was that?
I think that might be the call, but it's interesting to see what the chat's about. I think
Must be something more than that, eh?
yeah, possibly this might be the last warning before someone's heading to the bin in a minute, so it'll be interesting to see if these teams can keep their discipline in the last 7 minutes.
So we replay that. Quick tap. Kingaiki takes it up. And he gets a fend on it. It's a strip. Not too sure what triggered such a big talk with both captains there. But anyway, here's Auckland White. Taylor Elu in half. Goes out. Vito getting back into his work.
Haven't seen too much of him in the second half. He was all a running in the first, but you know, they haven't had too much of the ball to start, but they've had a lot recently, so interesting to see if he can get his hands on the ball some more, provide some go forward for his side.
Lorenzo King, Lisala, the fullback looking dangerous, gets the ball out to his winger again, and will he go the whole way? Just held up short there. Newton Raj looking for a hat-trick. And out of half they go, but I think Lisala's short. He is. So Newton Raj will play half now.
Quite compressed around that ruck area, Auckland Blue, so the space will be out wide, and it's a crossfield kick. Well, it's not a bad kick, and it's claimed, and
just taken on the last Tuipulotu. So a good kick, but just run out of tackles there, Auckland White.
It's not
no, they're going to play it. That's not the last. Or it is, sorry.
Not a bad end to the set, though, from Auckland White. You've trapped them down their end, and you want to make sure you can force an error and aim up defensively here.
Yeah, Auckland Blue will really just want to keep to the basics here and grind this game out. 6 minutes on the clock. Oh, Elijah King came out of the line, couldn't quite get his man. So here's Cullen working the blind side. Good run from the hooker, good yards. Underwood Thompson will play half here. He finds Wilson. Cullen to Latu. Dummies goes. Latu's still going. Sione Latu gets the offload. Here's Thompson.
Offload.
Thompson in space. Fires it wide. It's loose. But Richard gets it eventually. Archong's on his inside. And Archong is taken down. And that'll be the end of the set. Auckland White, they need to score off this set if they're going to win this game.
It was a good scramble from the defensively there to just hold the play up and force it wide and get some numbers over there, but Latu did well to push back and support with Thompson as well. It's a big shot over the top, though, from the Auckland Blue player.
Lorenzo King goes for a snipe. Tavita at half. Flings it out. It's Nehru on the halfway line. He'll play it.
It's all a little bit slow there from Auckland White and to play the ball and the passes from dummy half. They really need to speed it up, as we see a chip and chase and a
magic. Kingaiki, and they'll go in here, will they? Tuipulotu. Yes, he'll go the whole way. Wow. The lock forward, Peter Kingaiki, puts up a surprising kick and regathers himself, knocks it back, and they end up going the whole way here. Look at it on the replay, Auckland White.
Yeah, interesting little play there from Auckland White as Kingaiki took a borderline forward pass from dummy half, but he puts a semi-bomb chip up and he does well to bat it back to his teammate, and you think pass out wide, but it's a big dummy and back at the angle, little ankle tap, and it just carries him over the line, and it's game on here. It's a 4-point difference.
Yeah, finished off well by Leon Tuipulotu. And as you say, it's only 4 points in it now. Kick to come. 30 plays 26. There's about 3.5 on the clock. Auckland White. Well, I wouldn't have picked it about 20 minutes ago, but they've got themselves back into it. The kick has missed. So 30 to 26. Oh, and you'll want that kick over again. It's from a handy spot. He's dragged it away. Well, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them.
Fingers crossed it doesn't. They need a converted try to take the lead, and I know that there was a draw last week. It was 22 apiece between under 16 Auckland Red versus Waikato, and that Waikato side's on again today, and they have some strong players in their team, and there's no extra time after a draw, so I think the boys will really be pushing for a 4-pointer plus the extras to get the win.
They sure will. So Latu, surely he'll go deep this time. Surprising that they went short last kickoff. Here he is, he gets a bounce. And Auckland White, here it is, Elijah King. What a game he's had. Takes it up. Taylor Elu looks for his options. Finds one, and it is Pito. Elu again. This time running onto it fast was Lisala. Still going the fullback. Looks dangerous, but he puts a loose offload in, and it is forward. So they didn't need that. They're screaming at the ref here, the people on the sideline, but I think it was a loose carry and a bit of a knock on. Ooh. They might be trying to claim it's flat, but yeah, when the ball comes that loose, you are asking the ref, you're risking him to call a knock on.
Yeah, it was nice work though, hitting at the ball at speed and getting that arm free for an offload, and just unfortunately just wanted time back and to hold on to it, have his hands over again, make sure he doesn't knock that one on, and it's really going to be a last interesting minute and a half here. Which team can force an error or score a try that will guarantee them the win, or lock this game up.
So Auckland Blue, there's only a minute 20 on the clock. Here's Wilson taking it up. They should be able to just play smart footy here and work the clock down and win the game. Cullen finds a runner in the form of Sikuvia.
He's been scheming since he's come back on Cullen around the ruck. They've really enjoyed his service and quick speed off the mark as well. Look, he's going to catch them here.
Certainly did. Well called. This time Latu will go for a wee snipe. Pulled down. And that's fifth and last, but they're only about 5 or 6 out from the Auckland White line. What will they come up with here? Auckland Blue through their hands, stepping. They need to get rid of it here. No, they're held up. Change over. Auckland White, they've got 30 seconds to do something magical. Can they pull it off?
Not a bad place to turn the ball over for Auckland Blues' point of view, and Auckland White, they'll need to run the length of the field to get a 4-pointer here to lock this game up.
Certainly will, but they're not going to die wondering here. After this play, that you think you'll see some razzle-dazzle here.
Yeah, they need to shift it early. It's one outs aren't going to win you the game here.
Got to go. Oh, they're going to take it up. This will be touch and go whether they get another play. I think they will they? Yes. All right, let's see if they can roll the dice. But King, I don't think they realise, I guess the hooter hasn't gone, so ad clock's done, but referee's time's still going.
Oh, it's not looking good for King. He's clutching at a knee. That's not what they want, as they run a little shape down this left-hand side, and they've got the numbers.
Hooter still isn't gone here, so we've still got time on the referee's clock. What can they come up with here? Very deep. Well, he's gone to the boot here, has Lorenzo King. That should be all too easy to defuse for Auckland Blue. Here's Latu. Takes it up.
And I think they've got the message, Auckland Blue. Take your time and to play the ball. Don't rush it. You know the clock's your friend at the minute.
Chong comes in for a hit up. Very, very slow here, Auckland Blue tactically, but they get a good run in here. And an offload, Leilua, but now it's in the hands of Elijah King. Is there another twist to this tale? Losala out of half. No one's with him. He's on his own. But can the winger Newton Raj get there?
It's a good little scoot there from dummy half from Lisala. He needs a quick play the ball though. They've got a little bit of momentum here on their side to Auckland White, and they need the 4-pointer to lock this game up.
Mahu Delamere scored a good try earlier. Here they go, this time Fugali. They're very close here. Auckland White, can they steal the game?
Got numbers on this right-hand side here. It's a dummy, a step, and
Kingaiki looking dangerous. Kingaiki on the hooter. He's just short, agonisingly short. But wow, what a game that was. Auckland Blue hold on here at Cornwall, and they get up 30 points to 26 over Auckland White. Wow.